Last time on Caravan and Camping WA, Nation West Aviation flew us to East Wallaby, one of the Abrolhos Islands off the coast from Geraldton. Now we're on the return trip to Kalbarri, a wonderful opportunity to see more of the 122 islands and the coral reefs. Here's Pigeon Island. The buildings you can see are eco-homes built for fishers of the western rock lobster.
We've got desalination, solar power, generators as well, rainwater tanks, all that stuff, even Wi-Fi.
Below us now, West Wallaby Island. Here you'll find the oldest surviving European building in Australia, 63 kilometres from the coast, built by maroon soldiers from the Batavia who were put on the island to search for food and water.
And it's built by Webby Hayes and his soldiers to defend themselves against the mutineers.
The Batavia struck Morning Reef on the 4th of June 1629, carrying 322 people and valuable treasure.
Just missed about 100 islands. If it was 2 miles to the east, it wouldn't have hit any islands in the Abrolhos, but it was very bad luck.
There's a chunk missing from the reef, just before where the waves are breaking. That's the spot where the Batavia met her fate.
So a lot of it disappeared, but the first person that found it reckons he put his head down. There was all these gold and silver coins everywhere. It was like a sea of gold.
Geronimus Cornelitz subsequently led one of the bloodiest mutinies in history. Survivors who made it to Beacon Island were tortured and killed by Geronimus.
Imagine 200 people stranded on that island. Everyone was trying to kill you. You had to hide, you had to escape. But no less than 125 people were slaughtered on that island.
Francesco Pelsart, the ship's commander, did return to try and recover the ship's bounty, berthing on Long Island. They had Geronimus imprisoned.
They hung out here for 2 months to retrieve the gold from the ship. Geronimus kept escaping, so they executed them.
To see all this beauty from the air, you just can't fathom all of this happened right below us.
So I'm just going to track right as far as I can and just capture the beautiful coral on the right-hand side before we head back to Kalbarri Coastal Cliffs.
The southern point of the coastal cliffs is Bluff Point, which turns into Wago Beach.
You can actually full drive from here all the way to Pinglake, Port Gregory. It's about 60 kilometres.
You can take an 8-kilometre bushwalk from Kalbarri out to these cliffs to view the natural bridge and island rock. Here's the highest point of the coastal cliffs, Grandstand Lookout. If the beach is more your style, a 5-minute drive from town is Rainbow Valley and Pot Alley.
35 minutes from town, you can walk down, there's a few little caves and that, so it's quite a special little place.
Pot Alley is named after the craypots that get snagged and washed up. Sounds like my kind of beach. You can see why this is called Mushroom Rock, and beside it, Witicara Creek.
If you drive down the side of the creek on that road, you'll see a plaque there saying the first white man settled in Australia. It was the 2 Dutch boys from 1629. There's no earlier settlement on record.
Matt reckons Jake's Point is the local spot for surfing, and here we are back over Kalbarri town site, complete with green golf course.
The reason it's green grass all year round is because of the sewage recycling plant behind it. So if you do actually play golf at Kalbarri, make sure you wear shoes.
Well, that was exhilarating. Nationwide Aviation have really given us a bird's eye view of the whole Kalbarri area, and it's beautiful.
All right, welcome back, guys.
The trip has been so amazing and so rich in scenery and history, we had to make it 2 stories. And sadly, I didn't find any treasure, but the experience was gold. Book your trip with nationwestaviation.com.au.